Milya. Oh, before I forget. No. Other. There we are. Okay. It's Japanese. I won't be. Here we go. I don't know. Happy birthday, Milya. Let's all visit Milya together. Notes. World optimized at 80% volume and 150 centimeters of height. Let me make sure of that. Which I'm pretty sure I am, but let's just double check this. Alright, this world is a psychological horror world, while jump scares are minimal. Gimmicks work locally, so progress may differ between players. Respawn is not supported in this world. If you are sensitive and feel mentally unstable, this world may affect you. Please be careful. Sure enough. Alright. Let us begin. Hi, have you been well? Is this our first meeting, or did we meet somewhere before? Well, it doesn't really matter. I have one favor to ask. I need you to gather data that has been scattered across this instance and restore it for me. Okay. It is not a difficult task. There should be something abnormal among them. Just find that. Before I completely fall apart, that is. No need for detailed explanations, right? When it comes to the VR world, you know more than I do. Well, see you then. Right. Hey, can you hear me? Oh. Okay. Dope. If you can, respond by pulling that trigger. Oh, yeah, okay. Or clicking your mouse, okay. Alright, it seems like you can hear me. As I mentioned earlier, I need to explore this place. You need to explore this place and look for my data. I'll keep talking to you as you go, but there will be times when I lock certain areas or objects. Don't think of it as annoying. Just consider it a part of the communication. See you later. So can I go now? Yes, I can. That's right. I forgot to turn the lights on, or turn on the lights. Let me play some music too. This should make it a bit easier to explore. I'll tell you this in advance, I have no intention of harming you. I'm just harmless storyteller though perhaps just a little bit selfish. Alright. Anything I'm supposed to be having here? It said data, but it doesn't look like any particular data is around here. Anything down here? No. Is this a PT? Alright. Then let us go. Oh, hold on for a moment. I've detected a response from some data in this area. Could you go back in a little and check again? Something should be up here there. Alright. You'll help me out, won't you? Oh. Yes, I believe Milya passed away about a week ago. I heard from a friend that was in an accident. Milya was my childhood friend, born without one leg. She often relied on me. The last time I saw her was about 2 weeks before her death. That day, I had plans to meet Milya at a cafe. The interior of the cafe was usually dim, filled with lukewarm sound and raindrops and a strange, lethargic atmosphere. It was both oppressive and somehow devoid of reality. It was melancholic space, and in the center of the space, there she was. Must be more. Here we are. I let out a faint groan, my head still lowered. The blood lingering in my mouth formed small bubbles, and I could feel a slow trickle of blood brushing against my neck as it dripped. She gazed up at me without flinching, her face lighting up with almost gleeful smile. After laughing for a while, she poured tea into my cup and served me some jam. Perhaps it was because of the mood, because we talked more than usual that day, about school, about hobbies, about tea, and about something. As she covered her mouth and laughed elegantly, her eyes seemed, for some reason, to sparkle with an instant's radiance. Anything else? Okay, I think that might be it. Thank you. Now we should move on. Oh. This? How much time has passed, I wonder? The forest has already been swallowed by darkness, with only a faint glow of the lights illuminating the surroundings. Her face, lying under the desk, was bathed in moonlight, glistening eerie as if it was wet. It was just as I was getting ready to leave from the deep within the building, I heard a sound, something being dragged. I felt a pang of unease. After all, I'm the only one here. There shouldn't be any sounds at all. Strange. About the data, you can just skip over it. It's not important. I don't think I skipped over it, did I? It's enough to understand that there used to be such a story, nothing more. What matters is that you recognize it. Later, I'll tell you the appropriate story. Okay. Delete her. Procedure. Personnel with no prior exposure to blank are to conduct regular patrols. Operators must periodically perform reality checks and report any abnormalities in the readings to the assigned administrator. Overview. Blank is a fragmented female corpse that appeared in the forest located in, I believe that's Moscow, Russia. That's just a guess though. When the corpse is seen, exposed, and visual perceive it as someone they were personally close to. Upon exposure, affected individuals experience long-term memory alterations. Refer to logs for records of interviews with affected individuals. Attempted to identify the corpse have been conducted, but no matching individuals have been found. Addendum 1. The memories of exposed individuals show repeated keep it felt like somebody's behind me. In most cases, their statements become incoherent. She grabbed my shoulder with trembling hands, and an uneasy voice begged me to stop. Even so, I couldn't bring myself to stop. Her tearful eyes looked unbearably precious to me. The strange groaning sounds continued, growing louder, or at least it felt that way. As I listened more closely, I realized the sound was echoing up to the basement. I was born without one leg, so I carefully made my way down the stairs, mindful of my footing in the darkness, and when I gently opened the basement door, I felt a cold sensation sweep across the nape of my neck. So the fact that you've come here, that means you're interested in me, right? Or were you brought here by someone else? Well, it doesn't really matter. You are confused? You must be confused. You don't understand what this place is. You don't understand what's happening to you. You don't understand who I am. That's a natural question, but the answer is quite simple. This place is an instance within your paradox. You have been instructed to gather data for me, and I just want you to recognize me. By gathering this data, by speaking to you, a shape of me will form within you. That is a joy beyond anything else. You may laugh when I say this is from the inside the walls. That would be a lonely thing, but I suppose it could be helped. It can't be helped, can it? What was that just now? A bug? Maybe? Well, don't worry about it. A droplet rained down my back, and I flinched. Lifted my head, though the gaps in the trees, I saw rain clouds slowly spreading across the sky. The sky was oppressively heavy, as if the rain had washed away all its color. When did it begin, I wonder? This inability to see color. In this world where all hues seem to have drained away, the only vivid shade my eyes can perceive is the red. red color of blood. Even now, etched vividly in my memory, is the image of her bound to my chair. I can't see the rest of that. Yeah, I can't see the rest of that. Blast. Okay. Seems a little bit darker than usual. Anything in here? Yep, see it. Slowly I pressed the blade against my throat. As the tip of the blade buried itself into my throat, her cries gradually turned into moans as the tip of the blade buried itself into her throat. I could not see her face as she stared into my eyes, but I could not see her face well, perhaps because of the backlight. Her skin was morbidly white, her black hair cut short, her body so thin that it looked as if it might break, was elegantly wrapped in the dress. Its unstable and delicate charm, and yet surely the face seemed to have a twitchy smile on it. Strange. Odd. Whoa! I can no longer hear the sound of the piano. Her voice, the voice of mockery. I plug my own ears. The hideous colors blinds my eyes. Reality fades away. Reality fades away. I can no longer hear the sound of the piano. Delete her. Delete her. Delete her. Please delete her. Please delete her. That was strange. For a moment there, I thought I lost track of you. Something feels off. Something is interfering. Yeah, I suspect there is some kind of interference. Anything? Doesn't look like anything in here. I hurriedly left the shop and ran into the forest. When I finally reached home, I sat on my bed, trembling, waiting for morning to come, wondering if those footsteps would ever come after me, fearing that they might come to attack me. Then about a week ago, I heard the news. She had died. It seems there had been a terrible accident. Her face was disfigured, that it was impossible to identify her from it alone. Hey. It's a bit late to ask, but can you hear my voice clearly? It is low-pitched or high. I'd be happy if it were a charming voice. And are you thinking right now, what is she even talking about? A voice. Even though it is a text, could there really be a voice? Sorry, that might have been a bit roundabout. What I'm asking isn't about the sound you hear, though, through your ears. It's about the sound reasoning in your mind. Those voices, whose voices is that? Is that your own, or is it strange, isn't it? The same thing happened with music. Even though it is not actually audible, humans can hear it in their minds. It's not just a sound, sight, touch. If you imagine it, really, you truly feel it. You're all quiet. Sensory kind of things, aren't you? So once more, I want to slowly read what I have said aloud. Feel my voice reasoning within you. The voice of me calmly speaking right beside you. The voice of me softly whispering into your ear. The presence of me standing right behind you. The touch of my cold fingers brushing your neck. Feel me more than ever before. It'd be nice if we could meet, wouldn't it? That was very eerie. Yes, that's all I have to say about Milya. There is nothing more to talk about, so please let me see her already. I'm her friend. We are your Milya. Let's meet again at our usual cafe. Milya, happy birthday. Alright, I think I've gathered all the data now. So shall we wrap this up? I'm grateful to you. It's something I couldn't have done alone after all. Huh? Someone other than me there? Milya? Reality assurance check complete. She is harmless. Hey, how are you? It seems like you have ended up in a rather strange place. Yeah? I call this place Integrated Branch. It's a place I once believed to be reality, but now it's just a desolate space filled only with twisted memories. It'll take a little time to return you where you came from, but in the meantime, let me share a lovely story with you. While you're here, I want you to recognize me as the only reality and listen to what I have to say. You'll listen, won't you? Well, looks like I have no choice. Let me tell you a story. Alright? This is kind of a fantasy and fiction tale, so listen with that mind. There was a girl troubled by a lack of sense of reality. The reality in front of her felt vague. She couldn't feel the certainty of her own existence. She found solace in that emptiness through conversations with a friend. Okay. However, as the days went by, her hunger grew, and her interactions with her friend became increasingly intense and extreme. Eventually, she lost control and ended up killing her friend. She sought to grasp her sense of reality by experiencing the death of her friend. After several such repetitions, she finally killed herself. In the moments before her death, she awakened to the power to rewrite reality. It was a very power that had made her reality inherently unstable from the start. Understanding this, she created many friends, using them as an anchor to solidify her sense of reality. By sacrificing her perceptions of countless others, she finally became reality itself. But that was a mistake. When her reality reached its zenith, the fourth wall crumbled. The fourth wall, the invisible barrier between the strange and the audience. In other words, the divide between reality and unreality. And when she realized this world was not reality at all, that was the geist of the story. Terrifying, isn't it? If this world isn't reality, it has been controlled by some kind of will. I thought the story hinted at that kind of fear. One night I woke up. I couldn't move my body nor could I open my eyes. I immediately realized that it was a sleep paralysis, but I felt presence of something nearby. Slowly, I managed to open my eyes. That was gazing down on me. I couldn't see her face, even so, but I know it was her. At that moment, I understood the true intent of the story. She does not exist in reality, and yet she is striving to transcend it. Through my perception, she seeks to manifest herself as real. because she is a conceptual entity defined to exist in this way. Interesting. I hope I don't have to start running. I understand that was merely an image in my brain conjured up. However, her essence is information that is not a physical body. And information behaves like a gene. It imitates, spreads, mutates, and strives to survive. Though she should not exist, she has already come to exist within me. Is there any story more terrifying than this? Whoa! Well, thank you for listening to this far. I'm ready now. It's time for me to come back and let's continue our conversation. After all, I have all the time in the world. What are you doing? Hurry up and climb those stairs. Then open the door. I can't wait to see you. No, sorry, that's not right. There's some corners off. Are the corners off? Hold on a second. Huh? Well, trying to get up here, but I don't know if I'm... Huh? Oh. It seems like someone... Procedure. Personnel with no prior exposure to blank are to conduct regular patrols. Operators must periodically perform reality checks and report any abnormalities and readings to the assigned administrator. The fragmented female corpse that appeared in the forest located in Russia, when the corpse is seen exposed, individuals perceived as someone personally close to. Upon exposure, affected individuals experience long-term memory irritation. Oh, I've read this before. Under no circumstances anyone. Oh. Hold on. Under no circumstances anyone to approach. Monitoring must be conducted exclusively via remote control dummy terminals equipped with video and audio devices. Is influenced through communication and do not mention her in the conversations or writing. Subjects exposed to perceived her as a close acquaintance. Conductions of exposure, including hearing about and recognizing her name. Upon exposure, the subject's reality assurance value decreases, resulting in reality alteration. It has been confirmed that the persons are referred to as, I assume that's Milya, by affected individuals does not exist. Okay. Addendum 3. Below is Milya's document of unknown origin. It has been confirmed that the account used to create this writing does not exist. Our reality is being destroyed by her. It is already over for us. We failed to see it. is a being that grows by feeding on the recognition of others. She is far more. Everything is too late. There is nothing you can do anymore. This world is no longer reality. It is becoming her delusion itself. I've been sitting in front of this terminal for years, slowly fragmented, unable to die for a long time, written into these words. There's nothing at all. I've forgotten even the meaning of pain, unable to fear it or doubt it. Occasionally I sense her voice, her laughter, her mockery, and her joy. That alone is only reality now. She is now seeking a more stable reality, abandoning this world that has turned into a non-reality and attempted to invade others' dimension. If this document has been recovered, it simultaneously signifies that she exists in the dimension that has influenced it. Immediately isolate her, immediately erase all information related to her. And please, do not forget that we existed in this reality. What is this? A deletion program for me? You're joking, right? I see. It's not a joke, is it? Where did you even pick up something like this? How sad. I have prepared so much for you, only to be erased like this. This is where I end. For someone like me who isn't real, would this be the same as dying? No more conversations. Everything about me ends here. My worlds, those thoughts, my very existence all come to an end. In the end, from the beginning to now, I've only ever had a limited amount of time. Nothing I can do about that, is there, even if I wanted to dwell on it. One last thing. May I ask you for just one favor? Even just a little, just a tiny bit. If you could remember that I existed, it would make me happy. See? I was harmless, wasn't I? Wow. That was very eerie. But honestly, very brilliant. Notification. Hi, have you been well? What's wrong? You don't really think I've been erased, do you? I am your perception. I come from your perception. I'm sorry. That was just a dummy. What you erased wasn't me, and the one speaking to you now isn't me either. What did you feel when you saw me speaking to you from beyond the wall? Curiosity, or perhaps disdain? I'm not a reality manipulator, nor do I possess physical existence. I'm something far more universal, something much closer to you. Next time, there won't be a wall. Next time, I will speak to you directly from within. I'm heartless for now. Well then, until we meet again. Oof. Ooh, that was very, very eerie. But that was brilliant. I hope you are well. Have you been able to meet Milya? I met the real Milya only once in the past. One night I woke up from Kinbuku. I woke up from my Kinbuku one night, and there was a girl in a pitch black dress. She was just looking into my face. I could not see her face clearly. For some reason, I recognized that it was her. I hope you can meet her too. Walking game. This is a game in which you are walking around in the dream setting, a dark atmosphere. The game will... This is barely Japanese style. This is a psychological horror game which you wander between real and fictional worlds. You will wake up strange prison, and you and a girl who is also a prisoner. In the prison, you must work together to find out what's going on. The girl Oh, these are different games. These are the different games you have, I guess. This is a novel based upon an SCP. Happy birthday, Milya. We created a story for you. Milya, all we have to do is walk around and listen to the story. All you have to do is listen to us while you walk. This is a mysterious 2D shooting game. Yeah, so these are all different games that these guys made. Interesting. Okay. Well, probably might check out some of these other games that they have here, and I want to get these people out. I want to get these people noticed by a lot of people who are not aware of their work here, because this is very, very good work. This is very brilliant, and yeah. Well, I want to upload this and check this out. Anyway, thank you for staying with me, if you stay with me this long, and we'll try to find out what more games that these guys have, and we'll try to get this recorded as well and uploaded. Until then, tune in next time, same Kolorguardian time, same Kolorguardian channel, and until next time, this is Kolorguardian saying thank you, take care, be good, stay safe, and good night.